I want a pass rush. You want a pass rush. But does Brad Holmes actually want a pass rush? No, probably not. I mean, who knows at this point? Who knows, man? Thank you guys in the comment section for putting in the cornerbacks that I did miss. I know a couple of them were Amik Robertson and Chase Lucas, the 7th round pick. Don't forget, Chase Lucas was a 7th round pick in 2022. The reason I remember this is because Brad Holmes' first draft was very standout. It was and Jamar Jefferson was the 7th round pick. So if I remember correctly, the Lions, we've had 4 drafts, and the Lions have had a 7th round pick in all of them, I believe. I think it was the only one I'm not really familiar with. I think 2021 was Jamar Jefferson. 22 was Chase Lucas. 23 was Antoine Green. 24 was, I don't believe we had one in 24. I could be mistaken, but because they're 7th round picks, they stand out. So thank you. And anybody else that I missed who dropped that knowledge in the comment section. But this here, we're talking about a pass rush, man, and it's not really a lot of people available. Now, in all likelihood, Brad is not going to trade for any of these guys. He's going to do his cleanup in the draft. But until he doesn't, we got to talk about if he does. And one SI writer said that Bryce Huff would be a good fit for the Detroit Lions and gave some trade compensation for him. Now, this was a guy that was available last year in free agency in 2023, signed a deal with the Philadelphia Eagles, but was buried on the depth chart because Howie Roseman is that guy, okay? He is who Brad Holmes want to be. Miss me. Miss me in the comment section. You got 2 Super Bowls while we trying to get to the first one. Love y'all, but I'm going to keep it a buck. Yeah, we went 15-2. Yeah, attrition. Hey, if you want to be the best, you got to beat the best. You got to retire more men than Social Security. So until Brad does it, miss me, okay? And I am a Lions fan, the Lions fan. I want the Lions to win, but I'm also going to keep it a buck 51. That's all I'm saying. Y'all know y'all can't stand me, bruh, but it's okay. It's okay. I'd rather be truthful and hated than a slappy and loved, because you got a lot of slappies on the comments. You got a lot of slappies making content, and some of them just need to be slapped in real life, not condoning violence. Okay, don't do that. Do not do that. This is coming from SI.com. Here is the compensation. It says Detroit Lions receive edge Bryce Huff. The Philadelphia Eagles receive a 2025 4th round pick and a 2025 7th round pick. So that would be 2 picks from this year. Here's kind of the good news. Last offseason, the Philadelphia Eagles signed Bryce Huff to a 3-year, $51 million contract, but they may have buyer's remorse after one season. Because of injuries, the 26-year-old missed 5 games. Even when healthy, he made a minimal impact, registering 13 tackles, 3 for loss, 2.5 sacks, and a forced fumble. Will come on down, Bryce, because you seem like you would be a great fit for the Detroit Lions. That 7th round pick, I can roll with that. That 4th round pick, I don't know. We got to look and see what the Detroit Lions currently have. Right now, they pick number 28. They pick number 228, which is 60th overall. They pick 38 in round 3, which is 102. So we would be parting with pick 130, and we would be parting, I would give them 244. Our picks would then consist of, if we did that, we would have the 1st, the 2nd, pick number 102. That came from the Aaron Glenn hiring. Then we would have 6 and 7. So we would take our 7 picks, reduce those down to 5. Very similar to how we started the 2021 NFL draft. We had 5 picks going in there, and we wind up having 7 when everything was said and done. Now, if we go and look at his PFF grade, because a lot of you guys live and die by PFF. So it looks like his overall grade is 68.3, which puts him at 64th out of 212. Not too shabby. Not too shabby at all. I mean, I take it. I'm sure it's better than Marcus Davenport. Pass rush grade, which is where we would need him to excel, above average, 51st out of 211. So he is technically in the top fourth of pass rushers. So he's in the top 25% in pass rushers. His run defense grade is average, which is he's not so good against the run, which is 102 out of 211. So if you're right in the middle of the pack, you're going to get an average grade. If you're in, hold on. I have to lean over to one side. Even with the overall grade, he is in the top third. So pass rush, which is where we need him at, he is in the top fourth, the top 25%. Here he's in the top third, top 33%. So trade for Bryce Huff. That fourth round pick got me feeling some type of way. I'm not sure that I would do that. The good news is he is under contract for 2 more seasons. That's probably why they would require a fourth. Now, let me look real quick at his contract information, because that might be the difference between actually departing with that fourth round pick and deciding to try to get them to take a lower, some other compensation. All right, so let's take a look at his 2025. So the Philadelphia Eagles have a potential out after this year. So you mean to tell me that you can actually get out? But look at all these void years, though. You can get out of the contract after this season. So you're going to try a fourth. Darius Slay went for a third and a fifth. He's suggesting a fourth and a seventh. The Lions have what? A fourth and a seventh. All right, let me see. Would I do that? I don't. That fourth, man. But you got him under contract for 2 more seasons. You can still get whoever you want with pick 1, 2, and 3. Fourth and a seventh. Would I do this? I would try. If I was Brad, I would entertain it, because you got the guy for 2 more years. Knowing Brad, he'll cut him after this year. If we had a 5th round pick, it would be done. If we had a 5th round pick, I say, okay, I'll give you a 5th rounder and I'll give you pick 244. I'll give you a 5th rounder and 244. I would keep 228. But to be honest with you, I don't think either one of these picks are going to equate to anything. You just look through the NFL, 7th round picks. They usually don't make teams, and let alone have NFL careers. Some of them do. Some of them are undrafted, or, the Mr. Relevant, like a Ryan Suckup, Brock Purdy, those type of deals. But it doesn't really work out like that a bunch of the time. So I would try, I don't know, man. I would see what I could do. That 4th round pick, he is only 26, though, under contract for 2 more years. I would try to finagle something else. I really would. Maybe I would give you a 4th rounder. You know what I would try to do? I would say, okay, but they would not go for this. I would say, I'll give you a 7th and maybe something next season. Don't forget, we have 2 compensatory picks. We can't give those away, but we could give the other picks away. I don't know. Let me know. I would have to go back and watch Bryce Huff before he went, when he was still with the Jets, and see if I would do that. Right now, I can't say. What's intriguing about this is the 2 extra years on his contract. So we would have him for 2 seasons, but he has 4 voided years on his contract. So yeah, that would be tough. We would have to figure something out. I don't know if I would. I don't know, because I see him winding up like Zadarius Smith did. Yeah, because he signed, not for this contract, I wouldn't do it. Nope, we would have to figure something out, because he wound up getting, according to Spot Track, he got 3 years, $51 million. He had 34 guaranteed. 34 guaranteed. Most of his money was in the prorated. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, if they can make the contract work, I would consider doing it and figure out that 4th round pick, man. like, I can't make a decision based just off of, because obviously he didn't really get to play too much in 2024. So I have to go back to his tape with the Jets. I know I liked him with the Jets, but I don't know. If we had a 5th round pick, I would say, okay, I'll give you a 5th and a 7th. I'll give you 228 and a 5th for Bryce Huff. And we got to figure out that contract. Yeah, but let me know what you would do in the comments below. I think that overall, Brad is just going to wait until the draft where he cannot miss. It's just the bottom line. He can't miss. And with this type of capital, you're not going to be able to do it. I mean, look at what's happening. The Lions have had, just not too long ago, we had 5 picks in the top 100. 5 picks in the top 100. Now we have 2. We have 2. We have 4 in the top 150. He can't miss. These he has to hit on, in my opinion, based off of statistical data. A hit here is slim. A hit here is slim, and a hit here is slim. He's got to hit these first 4 picks. What I see happening, somehow, some way, Brad, we will not end with 2 7th round picks. We will not. He's going to package something up and come up. What I can see him doing is putting together, the Lions draft is going to happen in day 1 and day 2. He's going to put something together from day 3, because we have 4 picks in day 3. I think we're going to see a trade where he packages something. We could see a player get traded perhaps as well, like we saw DeAndre Swift a few years ago. But I see him trading these guys or something here to come up maybe back in the 5th round, something like that. We know Brad is aggressive when it comes to trading, and he will do whatever it takes. But he's got to hit picks 28, 60, 102, and 130. Got to hit. I'm talking about hit. All of those guys need to be impact players. He got to go 4 for 4 in the first 4 picks. They have to be impact players in 2025. Let me know your thoughts down in the comments below. I want to thank everybody for supporting the channel. And I know you see the shop pop up in the Ridge wallet. The reason I'm supporting Ridge wallet is because I have one. I love it. It actually helped me cut down on a lot of nonsense and clutter that was in my wallet. It might not be for everyone, but it might. I didn't think one would ever be for me. But once I saw the lion logo, I had to get it. And it actually was a great investment. So that's why that is there. I don't want to make you guys feel like I'm just pushing products and stuff like that. A lot of influencers, I say that with quotation marks, influencers, they just start pushing products, and that's not what I want to do. I want to push products that are, one, that I can get behind, either I own myself or I plan on getting. So my merchandise and things like that, a lot of the stuff that you see is Lions based, whether it's in whatever format it is, it's Lions based, right? So, but of course, Ridge wallets are expensive. We're living in a tough time, and they will be there because it's just part of something, so don't get discouraged by it and stuff like that, but just wanted to put that out there. This channel is made possible by viewers, subscribers, and members just like you. It's because of your support I get to do what I do. You could be anywhere else on YouTube, but you choose to rock with me. You guys are awesome. Take care of yourself and each other. And as always, go Lions. I'm so excited and missing football so much. I am going to set up the NFL draft streams early. It's going to say live in 30 some odd days. Crazy, man.